What's up, everybody? I know right now, I know you want to leave a negative comment so bad right now down in the comment section, but please just hear me out first. As y'all can see, I'm not in my normal setup today or my new standing up thing. I will be once I'm back in my normal setup. I promise you that. But let me tell you something. Please do not leave a negative comment down below. This is one time I'm going to tell you, don't leave a negative comment down below. Don't believe such a hateful comment that this theory I know y'all want to go against and disagree with, but please leave a comment if you do agree somehow or have any other theories or predictions you'd like to share without any hate in them, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Okay, and I'd love to compare predictions and analysis together, and make sure you leave a like if you enjoyed the video, share this video if you can, and if you think someone else out there needs to see it, if someone sure you know someone out there who does, and make sure you always subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the channel's content, and make sure you check out any of my other videos if you have not watched my other videos, because this channel's so great. But I know what you're all saying, this channel's so great, but not today and not anymore. If you guys want to be that stubborn, yes, this is a theory that I genuinely have. Now, a couple weeks ago, I actually made a video about Hawk. It's about exactly 2 weeks ago or something like that. I made a video about Hawk and how I think he'll get jumped, and that's the theory that a lot of people could go along with and probably agree with, and it will probably be instigated by Tori. Now that Tori and Robbie are together, I think that you'd think, well, of course, they're going to leave it more to the fact that they're going to be in the bind with Sam and Miguel, which I do think for the half season. But since they're going to be really, really bad kids in season 4, some people think there might be a redemption arc for Robbie at the end of season 4. I don't know. You never know, and who knows? Tori too. Don't want to spoil one of my next videos, or maybe the next video. You never know. I don't know if y'all even be back for it after this theory, though. But since y'all are so hateful, I know it right now. But anyway, stop babbling, Dayton. About Robbie, and Tori, they probably instigate this, especially Tori, because she looked at Hawk after the house fight and said, "You better watch your back." And when Dimitri said, he won't have to, he's got friends looking out for him. Dimitri would get destroyed by Tori. We all know that, and Tori really didn't even seem to care what he said, which was expected, obviously. So I think that Tori's going to be getting some kind of revenge on Hawk, and Cobra Kai all as a whole are going to be wanting the revenge as well. So I think that Tori and Robbie and Kyler will say, hey, you know what, let's get revenge on this guy since they're the top 3 best students right now. But Brucks, where's Brucks right now? This is where it comes in where y'all are going to disagree. Y'all can agree that it's possible that those 3, or even they may bring more just to make 100. But with those 3 together, I think they wouldn't be that worried about not winning against Hawk, because we probably already think that Robbie can beat Hawk anyway, and Tori's just right there, and Kyler obviously is coming up up with them as well. I'm sure a lot of you people might disagree with that, but I think Kyler's going to be a really good fighter in season 4, and obviously, realistically speaking, he has to be a good fighter since he was Sensei Chris calls them natural athletes, or a natural cobra. Is how he is. So with those 3 together, bottom line, they would be very competent. But we got to think about this. I think Kyler, me personally, is going to have his biggest role in season 4 as he ever has. That's just what my personal opinion is. I think he's going to have his biggest role that he has ever had, and even in season 1, he was just on a scene or 2 every episode. And this season, at least, especially with Silver in the dojo, or even possibly Barnes, they're going to, probably show the Cobra Kai Dojo training at least 8 episodes out of the 10. And he's going to be in every one of those scenes, plus some with others. And obviously in season 3, he was just on 4 episodes. So I would say he has his biggest role in season 4. And obviously Kyler wasn't really even involved in the second half of season 1. Now, I do think this will be Kyler's final season, but since Kyler's going to have such a big role this season, I think they're going to have to bring Brucks back. I really do, because Brucks, Kyler's the closest thing to the Brucks character. So, a whole season with Kyler without Brucks, that would be kind of odd. And that was really the, main thing, honestly, connected to Kyler back, in season 1 when he was on the show. So, and obviously they came in together as best friends, and they are best friends. But I think what we're going to see is Brucks is going to be, heavily injured from the beatdown against Hawk, and, he'll recover, get all his, scars and bruises. He'll recover from all that, and he'll be healed and all that, and he will want the big time revenge, but he will be afraid to do it. And I think that, it's possible that Brucks comes back to the Cobra Kai dojo. But here's the thing: maybe Kreese is like, well, you got beat down. You're not a true Cobra. But here's the thing: Kreese really did recruit Brucks. He's got to admit that he did that. He's too stubborn to admit that he would recruit a bad student. And also, you got to think about this. He obviously showed Kyler showed fear to Hawk after he beat the crap out of Brucks. Brooks, looked down away from him. And guess what? Kreese likes Kyler a lot. He's one of his best students to rely on. So, and obviously he kept him in the dojo. So I would not count it out that Brooks comes back to Cobra Kai dojo and filled with revenge on his mind. And then, Kyler tells him about, maybe Robbie, Tori, and his plan, to jump Hawk since for leaving for another thing, and for that also, that would make Kyler mad now. And here's the thing: Tyler's such a cocky fighter, he probably gonna think he's tougher than Hawk again just because Hawk left. That's just Kyler. He never learns, and it just it stinks because you thought maybe, well, after he got his butt whooping by Miguel, it humbled him against Miguel, but not anybody else. He still thinks he's just so tough. So a lot of people think it's so good, to see him gets his butt kicked every time. But this time, I don't see that happening. Not in this next fight because he has allies. I think that Robbie, Tori, Kyler are going to go jump Hawk along with Brooks. And I think Brooks is going to have a special request. I think that he's going to want Robbie, Tori, and Kyler, to at least, weaken Hawk down to where he can't fight anymore. And he's, kind of hurt. Just like, it was more kind of. But you know what I mean? Where, he can't fight anymore. But he's not, like near death, type of thing, near, out cold, which people could argue that Brooks was, when Kyler, or, when Hawk was beating the crap out of him, but he wouldn't be, injured or anything like that. So, just like, in season 3, when Kreese said finish him, when, Hawk tackled, Brooks on the ground, really, Brooks was already finished. He would have just told Hawk, to be like, wait, or I honestly, somebody tell me down in the comment section whether he said wait or please stop. I can honestly see him saying one because he knew that he had lost the fight and he did not want that to go on anymore because he knew he was getting his tail whooped and he couldn't fight anymore. So that's what I think Bruce is going to do. I think he's going to be like, weaken Hawk down, make him, be able to where he's weak, he's on the ground, he can't fight anymore, he's not almost, dead. He hasn't experienced even the worst pain yet. Make it be that way just where he can't fight anymore, and let me get on top of him. And it's when you got Brooks on top of you, it's going. You can't be able to get him off. You got a better chance of getting Hawk off. So Hawk won't be able to fight anymore, and Brooks, I think, is going to get on top of him and beat the crap out of him and beat him to a pulp. And it's going to leave Hawk. If this theory is true, it's going to leave Hawk in a bad state. And I really do believe if this happens, this needs to happen early in the season, like within at least, no later than the 3rd episode. I know a lot of you are disagreeing and hating on this theory so much just because we all love Hawk. I mean, I'm the biggest Hawk fan you can know. Maybe not, but I'm a big Hawk fan. But you got to be realistic here. This is something I think can happen. I think, when Brooks, Kreese will honestly be proud of Brooks when he hears about, what he did, and obviously along with his other students. And, especially because Hawk left, Kreese is definitely not going to, he never shows no mercy or sympathy for anyone. But he's going to be happy that, Hawk, at least got what, what he says he got what he deserved for leaving us. And he's going to be real proud of Brooks. And at that point, we'll definitely want and accept him back in the Cobra Kai dojo. So yeah, this is a theory I think is going to happen. Leave your comments down below if you agree. Just please do not leave a hate comment, or I will beat you like Brooks is going to beat Hawk, or I'll even go your preferred way, because he really did like Hawk beat Brooks. And yeah, and I think one more thing to say. I forgot. I got distracted there for a minute. Hawk, I think, is going to have to go through a recovery that takes at least, like I said, needs to happen in the early part of the season, at least 3 or 4 episodes. And then, he comes back to fighting, his face heals up and everything like that. And, it'll be kind of questionable whether he could fight in the tournament or not. But, he just like Miguel, that's going to be questionable. So that'd be interesting to see their best 2 students, having, it's very questionable whether they're going to be able to fight, and that it'll be even better because they end up becoming victorious overall in the end. So leave your comment down below if you do not leave any hate comments, or I will get you. Like I said, don't leave a hate comment. Leave your comments down below on any other predictions and analysis, or if you do agree, genuinely agree with this theory. And somehow, I know all you guys would be too stubborn, but hey, there's got to be some Hawk haters out there somewhere, right? Not really. Leave a like down below if you enjoyed the video. Share this video if you can. I'm sure there's someone out there that that would need and like to see this video. And always subscribe to this channel if you enjoy the channel's content. Check out my other videos everywhere I'm not. Okay, thanks for watching. Take care. Peace.